Key feature of climate change. Introduction. Climate change refers to long-term shift in temperature and weather patterns, primarily driven by human activities. Since the industrial revolution in the 1800s, this document outlines the key feature and impacts of climate change, drawing from scientific consensus and observations. Primary feature of climate change: rising global temperatures. The Earth's average surface temperature has increased by approximately 1.2 degrees Celsius since the late 1800s, with the last decades 2011 to 2020 being the warmest on record. This warming is driven by greenhouse gas emissions, primarily carbon dioxide and methane, from burning fossil fuels, deforestation, and industrial activities, increasing greenhouse gas concentrations. Human activities have increased atmospheric carbon monoxide level in 50% compared to pre-industrial levels. Major sources include fossil fuel combustion, coal, oil, gas, agriculture, and land use changes. Methane emissions, largely from agriculture and oil gas operations, also contribute significantly to warming. Sea level rise. Global sea level rise risen 89 inches, 2124 centimeter since 8880 due to melting ice caps and glaciers, coupled with thermal expansion of warming oceans. This rise threatens coastal communities and infrastructure. Melting polar ice and glaciers. Arctic sea ice has decreased by an average of 31,100 square miles per year between 1979 and 2021. Climate reference glaciers have lost ice for 36 consecutive years, contributing to sea level rise and altering ecosystems. Extreme weather events. Climate change intensifies and frequency and severity of weather events, including heat waves, droughts, floods, hurricanes, and wildfires. These events disrupt ecosystems, agriculture, and human health, with notable impacts on regions like India, where cyclone intensity and rainfall variability have increased. Change in precipitation patterns. Shift in precipitation leads to excessive rainfall in some areas and prolonged droughts in others. These changes affect water availability, agriculture, and food security, with significant impact on vulnerable regions. Declining biodiversity. Rising temperature, habitat loss, and extreme weather events threaten biodiversity. Mass mortalities of species such as trees and corals are increasing due to heat waves, droughts, and oceans warming, disrupting ecosystems and food webs. Impact on climate change. Climate change affects interconnected systems impacting water resource, energy, transportation, agriculture and human health. Vulnerable population, particularly in less developed countries, face disproportionate risk despite contributing only 3% of global emissions. Major emitters such as China, the United States and India accounts for over half of global greenhouse gas emissions. Mitigation and adaptation strategies to limit warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Global emissions must be halved by 2030. Key strategies include reducing emissions, transitioning to renewable energy, solar, wind, geothermal, and reducing fossil fuels use by at least 30% by 2030. Sustainable transport, promoting electric vehicles and reducing reliance on petrol and diesel. Ecosystem restoration protects fossil forest and ocean, which acts as a carbon sinks and rewilding to enhance carbon sequestration. Policy frameworks implementing global agreements like the Paris Agreements and Sustainable Development Goals to guide collective action. Conclusion: climate change is a global challenge with far reaching impact. Urgent action to reduce emissions, adapt to changes, and protect ecosystems is critical to maintaining a livable planet. Collective responsibility, particularly from major emitters, is essential to mitigate the worst effective effects.